So your passion is like you have your heart on your sleeve and you touch everyone you meet with your own heart. That is what passion in the line of duty looks like. Do it the best you can or don't do it at all. I very often think about passion as fire. It is energy. It fuels you, it warms you, and it drives you. I'm passionate about everything that I do. If I'm not, I don't do it.
Take cooking classes, start training MMA, as Annika did. You can travel, try different food, go out of your comfort zone, and do things that you are scared of.
If you do the things that we say in this podcast, I can guarantee you 101% that your life will become better, and that is what I wish for every single person on the planet. Plant your own gardens and decorate your own soul instead of waiting for someone to bring you flowers.
Welcome back, everyone. Are you ready for action? Good, let's go! Today's episode is about passion. Struck wondering what you're meant to do? Passion isn't something you wait around for. It's something you chase, create, and build. In this episode, we're breaking down how to uncover what truly fires you up and how to turn that spark into unstoppable momentum. Because once you find your passion, everything changes. Ready to stop existing and start living with purpose? Let's get started. According to Merriam-Webster, passion refers to a strong feeling of enthusiasm or excitement, either for something or about doing something. Passion are often something you would love to do consistently. Travel is a good example of a passion. Sometimes our passion is something we would love to do for work. Finding your passion isn't always about having a light bulb moment. It's about exploring, reflecting, and taking action.
So passion is about reflection, exploring, and taking action. I love that. I think that everybody has to discover within themselves, what is your passion? What is it that excites you? What do you love to talk about or do or spend time with? What would you like to learn more about? And one very important question to ask is, what was it that you liked as a child? Of course, our interests might have changed throughout the years, but as a child, there were no limits to our dreams and ambitions. You could be whatever you wanted. You were dreaming about the future, how things would be. And then as we grow up, we very often slow down on our desires. We put limits on ourselves. We let society and other people limit ourselves. So go back to that dreaming person that you were. Listen to that inner voice that had no limits. Because what is that voice telling you? Very often we limit ourselves so much that what we actually want seems impossible. But if you look for the possibilities, they are there. They are around you to be found.
Passion is discovered through action. You cannot just only sit and think. Yeah, sit and think first. Think and reflect about what you would like to do. But then you have to take action, dive deeper, try different things. For example, you can take classes to learn you some new skills. You can work about some side project, or you can become a volunteer for something, and you have to do it through action. And when you have done it, you then maybe will discover your passions.
Definitely. And notice what you keep coming back to. Combine your skills and your joy and your impact in what you can impact others with. Passion is a lot about what you love, what you're good at, and what you can do to help others. Because when all these three things align, you most likely find your sweet spot. We've talked a lot about how impacting others is extremely important for your own happiness. When we were talking about gratefulness and positive thinking, we were looking at this kind of concept. So that's why this is also a very big part of passion, to help others and to do something good for others than yourself as well.
You don't find passion like a lost item. It is something you built and uncovered through experience. Be patient and And as Annika say, be curious, and most of all, keep moving. Keep moving. Try out new thing. Be curious. Oh, what's this? And you have to do it. And then you see, oh, is this something I like? And then you can dive deeper. And then you will find your passion.
That is for sure. And when I think back in my life, I've met some people in all areas of life that you could just see their passion through their fire in their eyes. That goes for some coaches that I've had, some people that I worked with as earlier colleagues. You could just tell so much when someone were passionate about what they were doing because they were lit up as a fire that were warming everyone around them. Have you ever noticed how when you go to a doctor and that doctor is just extremely good and helpful, most likely that doctor loved their job. They're really there to help you, not just to get their paycheck and go home. Because you notice so much the difference between who's there because of passion and who's there because it is a job or they have to or they should or these kind of things. So your passion is like you have your heart on your sleeve and you touch everyone you meet with your own heart. That is what passion in the line of duty looks like.
Do something that interests you, and you do it a lot, then you will developing skills, and you will start to enjoy it more when you become good at it. And something you're interesting about can also become a business. And a way to find it out, you can write every morning when you wake up what actually interests you. And then maybe you will find your passion. People feel passion when it is thing that is deeply personal involved to us. It can be a higher purpose, a case. Passion can, for example, be about if some people work a lot, they not come home, they travel on business trips, they miss their family, they not sleep so much, but it still feels worth it. Then it's a passion for sure. But if they are stressed when they do all of those things, then it's absolutely not a passion.
As I have walked through life, I've had many realizations, many lessons. I've learned many things the hard way, but I've also learned many things the good way and a very beautiful way. And I think one of the things that sticks most with me is that do it the best you can or don't do it at all. Because if you do it the best you can, you go all in wholeheartedly. You have your heart on your sleeve. You touch the work that you do and the people that you meet, and they deserve it, and you deserve it as well because you will become more grateful. You will become more positive by doing good for others. You should really think about this because passion brings light into your life and it enlightens your purpose. So your purpose in life is very close wired up with your passion. So you have to figure it out. You have to figure out your passion, chase it, and then you will figure out your purpose. Then you should work your entire life to fulfill it because you owe it to yourself. And life is a gift. We are very gifted to be here and to have this opportunity. So find out what brings you happiness, what is your purpose, what brings you joy, and do it. Chase that every single day. And I very often think about passion as fire. It is energy. It fuels you, it warms you, and it drives you. I'm passionate about everything that I do. If I'm not, I don't do it. That goes for relationship, work, fighting, training, project, businesses, involvements. Like I'm very passionate about every single thing that I interfere with. If not, I just don't do it because then it just steals so much of my energy.
My old friend Elon Musk recommends people to read a lot and to learn a little bit about a lot of things. Because if you learn a little bit about a lot of things, then you will find something that interests you more than others, and then you can dive deeper into it. And then you will find out what you are more interesting in that thing. Because before you do that, yeah, you may not know what you are interested in. There's a great tips from Elon Musk about how you can find your passion. And it will take you 1 to 2 years with hard work to become good at something. Then it became fun, and then it can become your passion. Of course, also you can find your passion quickly, but this is special about some job or something skills. You will take time like this. You don't know what your passion is. Okay, good. That's great. Then you can go try a lot of different things for some years. Take cooking classes, start training MMA, as Annika did. You can travel, try different food, go out of your comfort zone, and do things that you are scared of.
Definitely. And how my entire MMA journey started was that you were kind of pushing me to go and learn self defense because you told me that I was too naive and I needed to know how to protect myself in the line of duty, but also out on the streets if something were to happen. And you were asking me all the time, and I thought, okay, one class just for you to stop asking me and bugging me about this. And one class was all it took, and I fell in love with it. It has been an obsession for many years now. I think I'm on the sixth, seventh year now of really going for it, really focusing on my fighting. And that has been revolutionary, extremely important for me. I've needed it for many, many years, and it has for sure led me on the right path. But also, as you say, there's so many other things. You should try it because there are so many options out there. And having a job that you're passionate about is extremely important because you will be there for so many years and you will be important for someone else. So have a job that really fuels you. Another thing is that passion is about many things, and hobby, relationships, interests, what you spend your time on. You have to focus on yourself and investigate in yourself before you can chase your passions to find out what they are and where they're going to bring you. Because when you start having goals within your passions, that's when things for real start to be very funny and rewarding. And I read a quote that I want to share with you because I think it was very good when it comes to self development. And it goes like this: plant your own gardens and decorate your own soul instead of waiting for someone to bring you flowers. Because if you sit around and wait for someone to bring you flowers, you might wait around for a very long time. And when those flowers maybe come to you, they will die after a little while. But if you discover yourself, if you plant your own gardens and decorate your own soul, you will grow your own flowers and they will come back season after season and be there all the time. So, this is a revolutionary mindset on why it is so important to work on yourself. And this should be your passion. Self development should be your passion. Because self development is a lot about responsibility, taking action, creating yourself. Because you shouldn't just wait around for passion or discipline to come. You have to create it. It is all up to you. So don't wait around. What are you waiting for, really? Create it. Take those steps and go all in. 101% in.
Yeah, lots of great advice. Yeah, you have to just start to make it for yourself because no one will make it for you.
Mm-hmm.
And about this MMA career, yeah, who recommend you to start, yeah, but it was your choice, yeah, and it was the power of your decisions. You decide yourself, okay, I gonna go try, I gonna do that now, and then you find your passion just by decide yourself to try something new, and you get so much fun, and your life became so exciting, and you train, and you are in so good shape. You meet your husband through your MMA, and you learn so much about fighting, defend yourself. You're gonna be a good fighter all your life. So many good things happen because you did it, and you also find your passion to MMA, and just by dare to go do it. I would recommend people, if it's something you think about, you would like to try, just try it because you may love it. And my passions, I have some. One of my passion is, of course, personal development. I love it. I love to work on myself to become a better person, a better father, better brother, a better son, a better friend, a better human being. I like to train, to be stronger, to be more funnier, to be more charismatic, to be more calmer, to learn a lot of new skills and be more knowledgeable. I love all that. It's a passion for me and it's so fulfilling. So that's one of my passions. Another one, I like to have organized and style in my life. I have to have good organized inside my head. Things have to be in order. I have to know how I'm gonna do things when I'm gonna do things like this. Then I get less stress. But also in all of my thing, yeah. Like to have it clean and nice organized around me. Everything uplined. When I gotta do something, it's easy to find, it's quickly to do. And another one, passion, I like to have total control of my own life. And to have that, I have to be my own boss. I love to wake up every day and can decide what I want to do by myself. Then I feel free. When I not work for someone else and I have to be in this area at that time for so long, I have to be free for my own life. So that's also a passion for me. And also training, yeah. I like to train hard, push myself, be stronger, more quickly, better, more skilled, and always in good shape. So that's four of my passions. And don't think I would like to ask you about, Annika. This business, is this a passion for you?
It definitely is. I think that one of my biggest passion is for sure personal development, without a doubt, because the number one most important thing you have through life is yourself. You have to work on yourself. You have to develop your mindset. You have to become stronger. You have to become better at fixing your insecurities or flaws or these kind of things. And you have to be responsible in your own life. You are responsible. You cannot sit around and wait for things to just sort out because they won't. You have to take action. You have to be determined and be responsible. Take the responsibility that comes with your own life because you are in charge. And that is something that we talk a lot about in this podcast. I think that this information should be available for free to everyone on earth. That is why we have it available for everyone. We promote it, we try to reach out to as many people as we can, because it is extremely important for us to reach out with our message. Of course, this is a very, very big passion. And I think that many of the things that we talk about is curriculum, true life, but not the curriculum you learn in school. You don't read this in the books at school or have this in homework, but this is the number one most important thing you should learn. And for whatever decision you will make in your life about work, education, personal life, relationships, whatever it is, you have to work on yourself to make you succeed in these kind of things. And also, I think that I've said this before, that this is kind of our legacy, because I don't feel like we have changed from the people we are after we started this podcast 8 months ago. That we have become more true to ourselves. We talk a lot about what we think all the time, our opinions on on different things. We read a lot, we educate ourselves, we express all the things that we have been through, or many of the things that we have been through, and the things that we have learned through our life and through our personal development. So this is a passion for sure. And it is the legacy that I want people to learn from. Let's say I were to die in an accident a few days from now. This podcast is what I hope people would listen to and remember a lot from me, because I wholeheartedly mean the things that I say here. And if you do the things that we say in this podcast, I can guarantee you 101% that your life will become better. And that is what I wish for every single person on the planet. I want you to have the best life you can. I want you to live a good life, do good towards others, do good towards yourself, follow the right path in life. And for sure, that is a greatest passion. Now I got a bit engaged. I was ranting, but but what about you, Joakim? Is this a passion of yours?
Yes, it is. If you break it down, I love to work about personal development, yeah? And the 101% podcast is a lot about personal development. So my personal development have been on steroids after I start this podcast. And I like to organize and have good system and style in my life. And I can organize a lot and have good system and style in the podcast business. And also, as I mentioned earlier, I like to be my own boss, wake up every day, do what I want, have free time and schedule my life as I want. And I can do that also with this podcast business. And number 4, I like to train. And it is actually more easy for me to train when I work for myself because I schedule my day as I want. So all of those 4 passion I have in my private life also apply to the 101% podcast business. So it's absolutely a passion for me. I love to do it, and I'm very excited when I talk about it and when I can tell people about it. And I see you was very excited also when you speak about this one. So that have to be a passion.
It has to be, and I see the fire in your eyes when you talk about it, and I feel it in myself as well, because we love this. We really, really love this. And we have been very lucky because my MMA career is combining many passions of me: health, nutrition, self-development. It is very honest. I love fighting because it's so honest. You have to work on yourself all the time. So MMA combines personal development and all my other passions in one. And for you, the same goes for you with running this business, which is also a passion for us. It combines all the other passions you have with staying organized, training, being on the top of your game, working on personal development. So we're lucky to have found something that can combine our passions. And it is extremely important for all of our listeners to find your passion. If you yet don't know what it is, figure it out. I think that a lot of work is done when you sit down and reflect upon these kind of things. And it can be as simple as asking yourself, what brings you joy? What makes you happy? What brings purpose to your life? What do you want your legacy to be? What is the most important thing for you in this world? And then chase it. And tremendous amounts of happiness and peace will come with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep searching for it and you will find your passion.
Mm-hmm. And I really liked what you said in the beginning of the episode with creating your passion, because I think step number 1 has to be to find it, discover, think about it, go through your mind. What makes you happy? What brings you purpose? All of these things, find it. And then you have to put it out in life, create it. You make action to start that sport or try that class or take that education, start that business, start that new job. You create your passion to take it into life, and then you have to chase it for the rest of your life. Chase your passion, really fulfill yourself, because passion isn't just an interest. It is a part of yourself. It is a part of you, your identity, that comes into life through something that you do. That's why it's so easy, I would say. Passion comes easy because it's natural. It is in you. You just have to figure out what it is, and then it's not that hard to chase it, actually. Do you agree or disagree?
Yeah, totally agree. Because you will know it. You see what fire you up, what make you excited. It can be difficult to find, but when you search for it and you find it, you will absolutely know it. Okay, this is a passion for me because you will feel it on yourself. It was a great description. You say that it is a fire inside of you with energy that you told. It was the better description and the one I did find in the dictionary. So we should actually have this one in the start.
Because fire is energy, fire is warmth, and passion is for real an energy that you bring into life. A story just came across in my mind because when I was living in Colorado, I was visiting the grandparents of my family. When I was an exchange student, we went out to the farm where the grandparents of my family were living. And the grandfather, he was over 80 years old, but he loved his job. He had been a farmer for his entire life. He built his own farm. He had cattle and many animals, but also just doing a lot of farming work. And his wife always told us, many, many times, she told us that people his age are retired, but him, he is just tired because he loves his job. So he keeps working with it. And not so much that he steals all the time from his family, but he loves his job so much that he always goes out. Even now, the barn is empty. There's no cattle or animals there, but he just goes, check around, do some things because he loves it. So I think that he found his purpose and passion way back when he started farming. And that is something you can see because it was always so great to be out on the farm. The atmosphere was just awesome. It was so warm and loving and welcoming because he loved what he did. So he created so much joy around himself. So if you're able to find passion through your job, life will become so much more pleasant.
This episode was recorded April 24, 2025. In the show note, you will find the link to our homepage, the 101percentpodcast.com, where you can subscribe to a free weekly newsletter, donate to our podcast, and all the information about subscription you need. Take care of yourself, find your passion, and give it your best. If you like this episode, please share it with a friend. It is important for us to get out our message so we can help as many people as possible. And we will highly appreciate it if you could take 1 minute of your time to follow us on social media and review the show on Apple Podcast and Spotify. All links are below. Our Instagram is the 101% podcast. Until next time, take care and go 101% into achieving your goals. You owe it to yourself.